Hey, this is Greater Rabbit with Brick Rigs, which is a game on Steam, which is the best thing ever. And I've had this game for a while, and I've decided to play it today. It's basically like BeamNG Drive and Legos combined. You can build your own car, and I didn't even know you could do this. Apparently, you can just break this one by clicking on it. And it's like BeamNG Drive in the way that it's soft. It's not soft body physics, but it's physics game. And it's a lot of fun. I've played it. I've had it for a while, so I have quite a few mods. And for right now, I'm just gonna do a sandbox because there's a lot of maps. So start here, this is the city map. As you can see, it's not. It doesn't look very city-like right here. And by the way, controlling everything just WASD, simple. You can rebind the controls, but you can see this. That looks more like a city right there. And then running using shift. So entering the editor by pressing E when you see that little orange circle, you can either create your own car with all these bricks here. The textures are still loading in, or you can click open an existing vehicle and open a vehicle that either you've made, the game has given to you, or you've downloaded from the Steam Workshop, which is huge, by the way. Tons of people upload their stuff every single day. So I'm just gonna for this video, I'm gonna kind of demonstrate this game and tell you about it. But for now, let's just start with this nice 75 coupe, and we'll open it. And this car looks good. And this game is very realistic in terms of suspension and all, the engines, the way things handle, the way things smash and crash up. And don't worry, there are bombs and explosions, which is always fun to play around with. And so enough of introducing the game, let's get right down to playing it. So at the end of this road, there's a ramp, and that I intend to fly off of. This car is fast for 75. I'm already at like 130-ish miles an hour, and we are gonna fly like an eagle. Woo! And that was anticlimactic. There's also a train that you can smash into and stuff. That was very anticlimactic. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park this car in front of the place where the train comes, and I'm gonna throw on some slow-mo and watch it crash and burn and explode. And there are also these canisters in the game where, oh boy, no fair. Oh, that's stupid. I blame this car and its lousy brakes. Lousy brakes. Look, I'm braking right now. You would be able to tell that I'm braking. Okay, but anyway, you can see the car. All the cars just seem unrealistic in proportion, but you know that's Legos and stuff for you. Also, there's a map. You can access it by hitting M, so we can check up on the progress of our little train friend here, which shouldn't be too far along in the coming. Yeah, there he is, right there. Oops. Kind of hard to control. There he is. Alright. And there's also slow motion, and you can activate that by hitting Tab. You can see everything is very slow right now. And I just accidentally opened the Steam menu. Whoops. But in a couple moments, we're gonna see this thing get smashed to smithereens by this big old train here. Should be coming any moment now. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Oh shoot. E, get out, get out. Oh boy. Oh, I was a bit late in the slow-mo, but you can see what happens. And I just accidentally went back into the vehicle, which is... And the seat's apparently flying around everywhere, crazy. But anyway, let's go back and inspect the damage, and I won't be able to get out here. Oh man. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to run all the way back. But, anyway, you can see there's fire in this game, burning. And fire, just like real fire, spreads. It doesn't spread on the buildings, which can collapse, by the way, if exploded. But it does spread through individual bricks from vehicles. And as you can see, the fire is now burning, and if you go into the fire, well, to be expected, you perish, as I just did. Kind of reminds me of I don't know. Oh, and I'm on fire now. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how I'll be able to get out of that. Yeah, I'm on fire. That is a problem with this game sometimes, that fire lingers weirdly. But anyway, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with this game. And there's a lot of fun things that people have made on the workshop. So, right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of give a little bit of a showcase of how this game can work sometimes. How we can explode things with this game. Sorry, I was having a bit of a brain fart there. Nuclear missile truck. Now this thing has an actual missile that will actually fire if you actually fire it. So this thing is pretty darn deadly. And now some vehicles, they have other functions, and you have to hit Alt to go into that other function tab. So right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the parking brake, and I'm going to hit Alt, which I just did. Then you can use D and A and all that stuff to raise the cannon, and then W to fire! And that thing's going to explode. And there we go. We have a collapsed building. Pretty cool. And also, to recover your vehicle at a kind of editor or workshop type place like this behind me, you can hit backspace. That also works for recovering your character. But if you want to just recover your car on the spot, you hit Control R, like so, and that does it for you. Now we're gonna take down this big building right here. Yeah, that one right there. Fire! Woo, yeah. Nice good one. Whoa, that's gonna hit me. Is it? There's a piece of that was coming towards me like it was gonna hit me. Don't hit me. I'm a friend. Probably. Anyway, this is just very fun playing around with nuclear things like this. So I'm gonna raise it up a little bit more and try to hit that big gray building right there. That didn't work. Try that again. There we go. Also, if you hit a building just right, you can cause a chain reaction that makes multiple buildings fall at the same time, which I think is pretty darn cool. It looks like there's some fire over there, which is also pretty darn cool. So now, I'm gonna raise it up and fire away. I wonder what I'm gonna hit. Whoa! Whoa! That's pretty cool. And then now one last building before I move on to some other things. I'm just gonna fire! There we go. Now, to go into the menu, you can either hit, the button with the little left symbol, or you can hit escape. From here, you can remove unattended vehicles or remove vehicles and do the weather override and time override and stuff. This game does have weather, and actually, right now, I think it would be good to showcase that. So let's just say it's cloudy outside right now. It's gonna get cloudy. See, clouds coming in. It's getting cloudy. Yep, it looks pretty cloudy to me. It looks very cloudy, in fact. I'm gonna move it to rain. So some rain's probably gonna start falling. And here it comes. Yep, there's the rain. And rain can be annoying, just because of the way it sounds. It can be grating. And we'll get in some snow here, a bit of a snowstorm. And snow actually makes the ground look white, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken, so don't take my word for it. Yeah, the ground looks snowier to me. Everything looks snowier. Roofs look snowier, houses look snowier. Just things look snowier in general. And last but not least, which is one of my personal favorites, thunderstorm, because this brings about a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. There's always a windy noise, which is how you know it's a thunderstorm. You can hear lightning flashes and all sorts of that good stuff. But right now what I wanted to show is this. It's like the crusher that you see on YouTube sometimes. It's the Mega Crusher. And if you just jumped in there, well, you would die. But it's more fun if you have a car. And I'm gonna put the weather back to the sun because I don't like it when it's all rainy like that. And by the way, these things, if you drive into those explode. So I'll have to show that in a little bit. Now, let's grab a car. Any old car will do. Like, let's say, just as an example, let's just grab this car that I made myself, the Danes Pluto B75, no, 75B. This car is slow, but I think it might make it there. And what we're gonna do, as I said, we're gonna drive into the crusher and crush it all up. Yeah, alright. Here we go. And into the crusher we go. And maybe put some slow motion. That was perfectly timed slow motion. As you can see, it just kind of decimates the car and character to pieces. And there's some of those. There's another kind of grid map-like map. I think it's called grid map. You know, like good old BeamNG. That has like a huge one of these and a small one of these, and then one of them. And this here is a fan, which the car cannot seem to make it over. Let's try that again. Can you do it? Can you, please? No, it can't do it. So we'll just never mind for that. Now I think it's time we switch the map up around. And let's just say, for example, there's this huge plan, by the way, also. So, let's go to the grid map so we can test out some trains. This is a pretty big part of this, too. So you see, that is the train tracks, and it's long. So we're gonna test out a little train there. Trains can be pretty slow if people try to make them realistically, but they're not always. So I'm just gonna grab a train that I personally like, made by, who was it? It'll say on there. Made by Spam Track, who I think is really good at this. And as you can see, it's a very realistic train. So if you just accelerate like a real train, it's very slow. Not all trains are this way, just a couple that are realistic. And this will probably take forever. Some trains have horns, this one doesn't. Headlights, no blinkers, but it has lights, no blinkers. This train can be a little slow. Right now we're doing a whopping 12 miles an hour. Wow. No, 13! Wow. Wait. But yeah, it's pretty slow. Potato, shalalala. This train's a good design. And you can connect cars to the back by clicking engage with another ball joint. This this is very similar to Legos. As you can see, everything looks like Legos. Legos all over the place. So, that's getting boring. And, I think that, I'm gonna do one more thing, and then that's probably gonna be the end of the video. Alright, so let's enter here. Let's grab just a, car, and any car will do. I'm thinking one in specific. There we go, 70s limo, which I think is good looking. Oh, and what? What? I just died immediately. That's great. Instead, let's just say I go here instead. Alright, so now we're gonna drive this thing. If I remember correctly, this thing's pretty fast and long and sleek. This is very 70s. Everything about this is 70s. But what we're gonna do, so you've got the normal size crusher, then a big crusher, then a huge crusher. I'm gonna drive this thing right into the huge crusher. And I think that'll about be the end of the video. So now let's just whip it around. So I think I'm gonna slow it down so I don't damage it. Oh, whatever. Oh, is it bottoming out? How? Unflip. If we just do that a bunch of times, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to get another car. Let's just get a car with more ground clearance, shall I say. And by the way, after I do this video, I'm not finished with this game. I'm gonna probably come back and make another video for this game. So this won't be it. I'm gonna make this car that I made myself and I put on the Steam Workshop. You should totally get it if you get this game. It is slightly unrealistically fast, but I don't really care about it at this point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drive it over to here. And alright. I think this car probably has enough ground clearance. Yeah, it's fine. So now what we're gonna do is drive on top of this huge bloated stud texture and drive into the giant crusher of death. Yes, death, my friends, death. Here we go, let's get some slow-mo on here. Oh yeah. Oh boy. This might be a bit grisly. Oh, it's going all the way to the back first. Alright, it's fair enough. So it looks like it's gonna get caught down, smacked, 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 and then swiped by the crusher. And am I gonna make it out alive? It looks like, oh, that's a first. I don't think I've ever made it out of this thing alive. Somehow I did. And look at that, I bet I can still drive. Nope. Well, maybe. Oh, the engine's gone. Never mind. See, that's the engine right there. Hello, engine. Yeah. Oh. It doesn't work like that, I don't think. Anyway, that should about do it for this video. So, until my next video, this has been Greater Robbit with Brick Rigs, and well,